One. Now 1-2. Yeah, but 56 is 1-2.
I mentioned that Yarbrough, the good curveball in his first outing. And I mentioned that the breaking stuff is spot on.
And Horner gets a piece of it again.
Louis Cardinals a season ago. But it's
1-2. Pop the stands. Long run for Freddie Freeman. And
the sun. Well, you got a lot of room, Rice.
From Yarbrough to Horner. And he goes for Nico Horner. And the Cubs with him in.
He signed a 5-year and took a little people by surprise as 6 seasons.
And that's been by any other Milwaukee manager. 47 games played. Getting the start here this afternoon on the road. Driving all the way from Maine. Here would be Glendale to not that far of a.
Which made it a little bit longer. Swanson, season last year, hit just .216 in that period of time. But 1 game out of the 3rd National League wild
out of Vanderbilt. And he swings and he's down on strikes.
For Yarbrough, he likes to be very pitch efficient. A lot of reasons. Also, a different story. It was over 300.
Third base today. Right-handed batter takes a strike. Was up high. You're really going to look at a much better number because he gave up 9 earned runs and 3.12. And when he came over from Kansas City, he was really good. Whatever the team asks, he can tool to have in the toolbox. Breaking ball. Freeman will make the catch.
For Yarbrough, we mentioned second lowest velocity. Miller, who averaged 99 miles up.
Strike to Mike. Throwing in the backfields and not necessarily here in the A games. It's had 1 A game, but
when it comes over, it gives him a lot of different.
Grounded spin, but Miguel Rojas is there. He throws him out. Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, and Max Muncy. Teoscar Hernandez in grand slam. He gets a start today, and then Drew Avens, 11 and 5. And Rojas takes a strike. Last year, he led the Pacific League in strikeouts with 174. It was a prized acquisition for a Chicago. 64. In the dirt. Who will pitch Wednesday afternoon here against the White Sox. Baseball Classic last spring, beating Team Houston, carrying pretty well, but Cassie's back there.
We talked on the pregame show that philosopher. And the reason? Well,
batting in the 2 spot today. First ball swinging, rolled foul.
He has number 18 is for a reason. Did
lifestyle. He used to ride his bike to the ballpark.
Yep. And Zobrist said, "What an honor."
2 balls.
He got a lot of at bats during the regular season as well.
Championship game of the World Baseball Classic. He had started only 1.
Begin with
3-2. He struck him out. Seen him before. And Wilson getting behind it is Stinning here. Seen him before. And Wilson getting behind it is Stinning here. And lefty. 2 balls, no strikes against him. In fact, last year he had the lowest hard hit rate against him. Is that because he would get hitters out on their front foot sometimes with a breaking ball?
Eye levels, location of pitches. It keeps some hitters a little up. The 17
set. 3-1 mound. He'll turn and throws it hard.
And yet it was an awkward. Okay, a hitter's count. Where's the pitch?
Well, and Matt Mervis. There's a big sweeper. His position as well. And to the left of the mound. Another sweeping breaking.
He just knocked in his career.
Mervis swing and a miss. Mervis at Durham, North Carolina. Well hit. Is at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Matt Mervis and the Cubs.
Well, if it's the top, good size to begin with. 6. The Cubs are hoping is that, hey, look, he's got all the skills now. He just needs to put them together more.
Batter's eye. So 1 out. 1 run is in. 6.
He's one of the three get with their pace to advance.
Figure the Cubs are going to be in the hunt that division the other day, as that's what he's doing, and they've got. There you go. Yes, he did. Says home plate.
Different speed, different eye level.
Once you look at the division, you got to figure, Cincinnati's improved. And Muncy, first ball swinging, fouls it away. Career best. This will be left-handed
Lefties.
And when you look at Freeman and Oates, others are right-handed bat option. Same thing with Teoscar Hernandez, who's on deck.
Against lefties, 254. Then
Muncy from Imanaga. 3 for 4 against.
Stay back at the last second. Kind of extended the look at the pitch. He has a couple of different pauses. And he eliminates the pause. First pitch, we see that. There is.
Left-handers since 2020. He chased and not caught. With the Major League Baseball. But he's got the best. 4 for 13. But you can bet on most nights when there's
KK Hernandez. And leading off.
They playing shortstop. Yep. Kyle Hurt, 2-2. Side. And safe at second to get to that ball, then throw back across his momentum.
But for Muncy, that's why it's imperative that you run out. Just
here is Andy had a home run and a triple. At second base, Teoscar Hernandez. And this one is back and gone. Andy makes it 3-1 Dodgers.
Has learning how. Hitting against a firm front side. That ball right down in his.
We had no chance. That ball over the bullpen, up over the by Andy Pages. And with the past Ryan Ward, who was up there with Freddie Freeman. And Ward
should also like to get that pitch a lot. But this, you think?
Yeah. He had surgery last year. This is loaded, and he goes up on a fastball. Cleveland had the lead throughout today, so he didn't have to go to Maryvale today. Their teammates call him Gator. And he strikes out. Look at a pair of punch-outs.
I tell you, the home run that got through hit last night. And just moments after, baby face look at him.
Yeah. Drew Avens fouls it off on TV, but he did. He said no in the hole, 0-2 from the suburbs of kicks and delivers. And that's up high. That's all.
In your dreams.
Swing and a miss. This blast off the bat of
Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form of the Dodgers.
A no-doubter. The Dodgers now with a 3-1 lead over the Cubs. Hitter batting ninth. Astros, Ryan Yarbrough out of Oakland. And that is up high. Monday.
To play was in a different era before the lights were there, so it was about as close to work at home before it's dark.
Astros fouled off.
And players were going, and they would be at sleep.
Once he's got some room, no, that continues. Well, you ran into the Ivy a few times.
And you spend a few days in the hospital.
This by Astros. Run, same area, and he won't get it.
Well, being carried by the wind. Crosswind from right to left.
Astros. And he knocks the glove of Will, but that gives the Cubs a base runner on the air.
Okay, so here's what I've been. That if you can reach up and touch the back.
Right back in there, and the batter will be Nico Horner, his second time up. He had a base hit in the first. Afternoon for Horner. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. It's about that in the past. One name always seems to come up.
pleasure to have him. So really the heartbeat players that dealt with diabetes. We got this thing. We can control it. And look, man, I've been around.
Hey! Fans loved him.
You know, the other part with Horner that gets kind of overlooked. Over with Swanson at shortstop this year.
Got him on the outside corner. He won't get through the third. A lot of long at bats. Up 3-1. Third, 2 hits, 1 earned run. 3. Just some lengthy at bats. It's over. And he will be responsible to get that a Cal 2 years back. And there's Dansby Swanson.
And it was a flawless inning, a fly ball.
1 lead. Dodson's pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and no. Got a whole other crew over in Maryville against the Brewers. Still back here at the facility. And it worked out the Ohtani.
Yep.
Call the tow truck.
That left shoe will miss. Big is not one of the things you miss.
Short Rojas hand got there the turn. Dodson rolls 2.
Yep.
Call the tow truck.
That left shoe will miss. Big is not one of the things you miss.
Short Rojas hand got there the turn. Dodson rolls 2. More Dodgers.com/membership for more details. 3-1 Dodger lead. Over in Maryland, Gavin Lux 2 for 2 in the game with a run scored and a run. And the pitch up high in a day. 2-2 to Rojas. And he made the right decision. He had to back up a little bit to get a better chance to play it.
Don Kessinger telling me something that he
3-2 struck him out. Imanaga picked.
He said he would count the bounces of a ground. So maybe youngsters out there having trouble with ground balls.
Q is over. Pretty good. Cub right-hander Hayden Wesneski takes over for Shota Imanaga. Looked really good in doing so. But he has done enough for Imanaga. So other than the home run allowed. And Freddie Freeman fouls this one back for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
4 appearances.
Gets Freddie to swing and miss. 1-2 fouled back. Free days off, especially when teams go on the he needs off to do other kinds of work, but at the
rhythm.
3-2.
Instead of taking in the morning and then competitively in the afternoon.
Now strike 3 on a pitch.
Freeman's a tall guy, 6'5", but
Maya bringing the ball down. Catchers and pitchers.
Yeah.
1-1 to Will. He had a walk 4 among major league catchers in a number of categories. Batting over the last 4+ years. Right field line, and that's going to be out of play. Foul.
Player to a rookie coming up. But I thought Will Smith made an impact.
2-2, cracks his bat. And that ends a string of 5 straights. 3-1 Dodgers. Beautiful Arizona Saturday afternoon. His 3-run home run off of Shota Imanaga. Now Daniel Hudson, veteran right-hander, bringing him back. Rehab pretty much all of last year. The pitch is on the way. And Tauchman hits it in the running hard. That ball carries. Well, it didn't look like it off the bat, but continued to carry it. Tauchman's got a home run.
Not wind aided, but that was in the trouble zone right down the middle. Good catching.
Off the bat, it didn't look like he got it all. A couple of seasons ago, robbing him of a home run. And that one that Pujols had hit, if it goes out, the Dodgers win that game. They end up.
For Hudson to have the slider. Give it just a 116 average against the slider. So if
you bring 3-1 to Amaya, now it's 3-2. Hudson's payoff. That's popping in. Drew Avens, the left fielder. When you're the hitter, you got to read and recognize, right? So
Then it registers that you might be in trouble because the slide darts at the last second, because the slider out of the hand, or a combination of both. So you see different types of
homered his first time up. And ranging over with some room is Teoscar, broken back just a little bit.
Well, that wind is going to cause a few problems. Cue up the Calliope music.
And now Hudson sends one home. The teams in Florida run into not a windy games that are played in Florida, which can. Here in Arizona, we have been, knock away. Ground ball, glove side. On the run, makes the throw. And after 3.5, it's a 3-2 Dodger lead. He hits for the Dodgers, 2 runs, 4 hits for the Cubs. Max 1 for 1. And he's hit by a pitch, second time this spring.
Well, as a hitter, you don't like to get hit, but you really don't like to get hit.
Left hand. Teoscar Hernandez inside for a ball. Two and 0. Muncy doesn't get hit a lot, though. He's been hit twice in his last 3 plate appearances here. Figure it out. Outside corner, called strike. 2 and well. 2-2 offer. And he got him swinging. Baez homered in his last game against Cincinnati.
Very firm front side. Together.
Wind is picking up. It's favorable for so far this spring.
That flag's getting a pretty good workout.
1-1 is a yanked foul.
Yeah, but you don't see any.
At Wrigley, you look out on a windy day. 1-2 right to left field. He's 2 for 2. Muncy's
very well right now. Thank you. Gets the breaking ball. Pitches, then being able to not only track it.
Ryan Ward, the designated, on 1 out. Dodgers up a run, looking to add on in the 4th.
2 solo blast, and then the
2-0. 2 balls. The right-hander sends one in for a strike. Baez can get. Ward fouls it off a foot. First base. He's hitting some eyeballs. I mean, the Dodgers know what they had with him anyway. Ward swinging and striking. Out there went down looking in the 2nd inning. And if he didn't turn the score completely. And he's been playing very well defensively. Outside.
Well, now you can hear the wind.
Feel
the windy city,
like Chicago and then Minnesota. After that, and here comes Drew Avens up to hit. Cubs will talk about it. He's had a good spring. He always wanted to play. The timing didn't work out, but he was hoping to get a chance to play in his hometown. Timing wise, he was pretty happy with how he's been playing so far today. Center field to right center field, makes a great jump. And this might clear him. Comes another. Got there, speeding and rearing double for Drew Avens. And the Dodgers lead it 6-2. Miguel Rojas back to the. And Miggy hits one up in the air and over to get it. The center fielder tacks on 3 more runs for the Dodgers. Center field to right center field, makes a great jump. And this might clear him. Comes another. Got there, speeding and rearing double for Drew Avens. And the Dodgers lead it 6-2. Miguel Rojas back to the. And Miggy hits one up in the air and over to get it. The center fielder tacks on 3 more runs for the Dodgers. run double makes it a 6-2 Dodger lead as we go to the fifth. Rated as the fourth best prospect in the Cubs system. So Rojas the first of 3 at bats. He's over his head and coming in and on. 1 out.
He was slingshotted in.
The good jump on the ball.
Reading it off the bat. I talked the other day. See a snapshot if it's hit off the end of the bat, maybe off the barrel of the bat as well.
We're the outer third of the plate. Slider is low.
It's just a old center fielder is the best. Well, both.
Fielder. That would imply that you're old. By a step, and he'll throw him out. 2 gone. 1 Dodgers. So they move along in that game. Gavin Lux is 3 in the third.
Now here's a little question, ERA. If you're talking about 22.59 ERA on the qualifying pitch. Hey, Phillips is our closer.
Well, year when he had 2 strikes on a hitter. And strike 3 called at the knees. Will receive a Freddie Freeman bobblehead presented by Bank. He's getting another chance with the Cubs as a non-roster invite. He was a regular out of the Nationals the last couple of years. Swing and a miss. They were teammates in 1-2 pitch. Freeman takes strike 3. Freddie is struck. Here comes Will. 0 for 2. A bat broke it. Edwards drops one in. 1-0 pitch fouled back. Very rare for last year on 164 games that he struck out 3 times. Not that anybody wants to see that again, except the opposition. 24-44.
Ohio.
Second baseman Horner over.
The Cleveland Guardians. And we mentioned the Guardians solar eclipse. The last one that affected on the 8th of April.
Pitch to Muncy. Max.
Delayed because of the total solar eclipse. No, really.
But there to play it is Mike Tauchman. The Dodgers 6 and the Cubs 2. Our own Rick Monday down on the field being inducted into the Cactus League Hall of. Very nice plaque they gave you.
I tell you what, Hall of Fame committee.
Handed by Sweeney.
You start to get a glimpse of it, and it's represented. Talk about terrific.
His first Cactus League appearance. He's been around and throwing. The games have begun. Down off the Dodger bench. Throws across to the new.
What he can do with a soccer ball is rather entered.
Was pretty remarkable. 4th best in franchise.
24.
Tauchman takes a strike. There you go. Had the home run in the 4th inning for the Cubs. Hot bases clearing double. Zuka readies himself on the hill. Time called by. Slung inside. 3 balls and 2. And he's walked him. Just have a runner aboard. Out, and the Cubs have a pinch runner in, and the infield. Sun's a little bit of a problem as Hosey scoreless 6th. Stadium Monday 1st for Fernando Valenzuela jersey night promotions. Dansby Swan changes too. We'll tell you who's in the ball game. Mark Leiter Jr. is in the ball game. Is one of the changes. First baseman Chase Stumpf is at second. Luis Vasquez the shortstop and Manor field. 3-0 now to Teoscar Hernandez. Ground ball behind second. And Hernandez is safe from the Dodgers. So Josué Paula is running. Mark Leiter Jr. originally drafted by the Phillies. And the pitch to Pages is in for a strike. A breaking ball for a strike. Cuba. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's the folks held on to it.
Yeah, that was really great. It's a nice honor, isn't it?
Training game that I saw. Red Sox trained the players from Arizona State.
DePaula trying to steal second.
Who looked like he was about 14 feet tall. Look of baseball from what we're seeing.
DePaula again going is in the way.
His momentum taking him across home plate. And the ball. Well, he never did release the ball.
Ryan Ward clubs one foul. And Leiter's pitch. He strikes him out, so helped out by that unusual. 7th, Dodgers up 6-2. Here numbers combined with Boston, but considering that he had for him, as we've told you, there's a first ball sit on the ground into left field for a base hit. The Dodgers go 70. Canario, the right fielder. Yeah, the pitchers talk about it too. They look at. They said the Dodgers. Well, that ball is thrown into. It's like, yeah, the pitching people here are really good and everything they say, because they've seen them to add something to their repertoire that has helped out. Still coming to the Dodgers, to Oklahoma City, and before you know it, he was back up with the big club and getting guys out. 3-1 to appearance for Brazier. He was originally drafted by Brazier's payoff. Missed. And now 2 on and nobody.
How many people realize or remember in 2 different places in Southern California? Think why? Well, Catalina Island.
Ground ball toward first to right field. Cubs will get a run out of this. Otter scores. And it's 6-3.
Ball and hit it. Boy, you got it.
Ballesteros, the DH.
Cubs also trained in a town that's known more for French Lick, Indiana.
That would be Larry.
Boy, those some greats.
Was amazing with the Celtics and Lakers.
Magic and Larry.
Yeah.
And a butt.
Ballesteros knocks it away. You think of the in Indiana State City, seen by millions. Little grab by Brazier, plants, throws, and he got him.
For Brazier, didn't look like he really had it. How about this throw to first? What a play!
He represents the tying run, or breaking ball in for a strike. It's a slide. Ground ball down to third. Goes on to first to get the out. I wonder why they decided Indiana.
You start to think cold weather.
Yeah. Be in Arizona or Florida, one of the two. Uh-oh, that gets it. Goes Casey. He's been a designated hitter. He's come up to hit late in game. Aspect right now. That one fouled away. In fact, they listed as Michael Bush, who had some big league time last year. He's Vasquez, the shortstop, looks at one inside.
You're the first team to move out.
Really? I didn't realize it. They just like for everybody. They're right in the middle of the state.
Of course, it was in the 80s, maybe the first spring training organized.
Down 1-run ball game as Vasquez gets an RBI base.
Anson, by the way, part of a trivia question, was the first player to collect 3,000 hits in his major.
Comes and gets Ryan Brazier, who's been touched up for 3 runs here. This will be the 3rd time we've seen Hobbs in a game. Interesting. Commissioner. And it was what, 19 restrictions. Kennesaw Mountain Landis said that all teams should hold spring training that year north of the. So the Cubs at that time. Matt Shaw, the third baseman, now facing. Foul back 2-2. 3 home runs hit in this game. Andy 2-2 to one hands and gets it to first. 6-5 Dodgers. Back ranch, the Colorado Rockies are in, and then Monday, Tuesday evening, the Angels are in. Wednesday afternoon night for Cincinnati and Texas. He is out. And Gauthier fouls it off the catcher's mask. Gauthier 0 for Pablo Aliendo is catching now. Out in left field is Christian in left. Gauthier takes a healthy rip at that one. Almost got hit. Right in the sweet spot. That ball kept carrying out. Luke Little out of Charlotte, North Carolina. There's a pitch. Throw down. And Gauthier's.
He's not seen him before. He's flat out stealing it off the pitcher. Oh, what a jump he got.
Made a decisive move to second base. Won the count. And Havens takes outside.
If you're going to score.
Havens with 3 runs banded in today. Giving baseball lessons to youngsters. Most of the guys in the area that play professionally are pitchers, so they have. When he's not doing that, he's giving lessons. The signal there is to tell the pitcher Little to be. Ground is picked up by Shaw. Throws him. 1 out. And here's Trey Sweeney the other night. One. He said, I got the perfect pitch to hit, and he swings and misses. He said he was in the middle of a workout. Best of luck. And with everything that's gone on since joining this organization, I'd say he was a little nervous. Inside ball 4 and Sweeney aboard.
And because as we saw last year and every year, it's not just 20 village. And the question is, what part of that village?
First ball swinging, and Jake Slaughter getting underneath it. Started in foul territory, blew it back in fair territory.
And the staff, and he was more than support. He was the actual to say the manager wants to talk to you. And his first reaction was.
Rushing takes inside. AAA, even AA. And a lot of times they take great pains to make a big.
Lasorda on April Fool's Day would
2-1 rushing swings and misses.
And there were 2 guys Tommy's desk to get to him.
Did he hold it? Yes, he did. Especially Pedro Guerrero. You're going down. What? Runners go 3-2. And rushing will get another. Sport where guys like to play pranks on
that memo.
3-2. Strike 3 called. Dodgers up by a run. The Dodgers and the Cubs. And here is Major League veteran Justin coming off some downtime due to injury. He'll deliver a strike. And remember the movie Little Big League? She was in.
And that Javier Baez trade.
Throw it down to first. Strikeout 2-3 the put out. Well, again, Justin Wilson in the big leagues, and he's got certainly experience post. Wilson's next offer fouled away. Won a College World Series. Appearances out of the Cub bullpen. Here's DePaula still going back, and that one's on first and into second with a 1-out double.
He's still going back.
Wilson deals him low. He went 5-0. Deals low again. In Cincinnati. That's fouled off. Obviously with a pitcher 1 inning or your starter. And he has recovered. He was telling me after he was fine, and I checked with him the other day. It's been in quite some time. Brendan Davis.
In game situations, even here in spring training, versus through them. It's a great exercise.
Cole Roederer out to right field for the Cubs. 249 last year between AA and AAA. 1-0 pitch. And that's there for a strike. They have been a Cub of Phillies. 1-1 pitch. Just below the knees. There's a strike. Pitch. Swing and a miss. And
tying run at the plate in a 7-3 game.
Will come on for the Cubs. Last year with the average. Organization. Dodger third baseman. In Tulsa last year for Hosey. Deep. Back to the wall it goes, and it is rounding second and on his way with a leadoff triple.
They have been absolutely lights out, and the Dodgers have scored 22 runs. How significant is that? Oh, it's spring training. That too, the best in baseball.
So Sudapala up with these guys have come to play every day. And this will do it. And this one is going to be on for DePaula. Kept on going. A 2-run. Oh, what a big smile.
They've come alive in the 8th inning. And Franklin in left field.
Yeah, that got up into the wind and kept on carrying. Brendan Davis fouls it down the third base side. Always part of the fun of the spring training games late to see the young guys doing. And he hit it off a guy who's lady to Davis. Wynn's going to knock it down, and that's going to drop ahead of Davis. Aggressive on the base.
The right idea. He'll get you at second base, and a good job by Roederer.
Was not very common last year, but he's got one here today. 2. Missed. 2-ball fact that you have a there's a hot Roederer will make the catch, but you have a way from low A to AA to AAA. You know, guys who will slot. This gives them out there has to dance to get out of the way.
Getting the information, but for hitters also. What's the scattering info?
Strike on the outside part of the plate.
What you might look for. You have this normally are in spring training. What about if your team, your organization, comes up with an what's demand?
Looking for that.
So later, general manager. Well, we like scouting reports.
That's pulled fair as he flies around first, stand up double.
So there's an obligation that you have to go somewhere. And who came in? He wound up only about 30 feet.
And Richard Lovelady delivers a breaking ball that they think also might be blocked. With
exactly that. With Cody Bellinger just having stuff to do at first base. Because they were thinking about moving Bellinger. Herman's attracted to another team since you're
2 strikes to Avens, Glasnow, and Manny Margot. And it just, you know, the Dodgers organization is so thick with talented players. Starting his major league career last year. Ryan Pepio too, but you know,
exactly. Supply and demand, and it's more rapidly in their career. You're looking at it. But it's going to show. It's going to be recognized. That's why when you look at the,
you know, the Dodgers had a prospect at first base named Ryan Noda, and now he's the everyday first baseman with the A's.
And then you start to say, okay, that's it.
3-2. He walked him, and Avens is aboard. Trax has seen enough right now. The change here. Lovelady is out. He's been around. He's been the, you know, you talk about out here at second, and the pitch on the outside corner. Projects to be in AAA this year, and depending on what happens, he could make a debut. But the guy who's been a legitimate prospect, bonus paid AA last year, so the natural progression.
And there's any comparison. It's difficult going to
Pickoff attempt, but Avens for some reason took off. The Cubs, a 24-year-old right-hander. Lucas the level facing Christian Franklin. Franklin. The right Rick Dodgers taking care of business. One of them a home run, 3-run home run. Gavin 2 up high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's all math. This one is not going to be caught.
possession. Mets outfielder Darryl Strawberry throws a punch at Keith Hernandez. Talking about salary. Because after Strawberry threw the spring training, it would.
That's good for Franklin.
Very creative.
That's good.
At least one.
Yeah. Clayton's been in there the entire afternoon as the designated hit will pitch for the Dodgers opposite here at Camelback Ranch. Center on the run and making
from fielding to hitting.
Hit near him, and he got another tremendous jump on that one. On a nothing into the count. Outside. Always good to be with a Hawk out for that plaque. And out on out of Louisiana, Monroe. Pitched 3 seasons. Popped up. And Lewis will make the Cubs drop to 4-4-1. Drew Avens had himself a heck of a